Hi everybody, it's Jason from Go For Real. I've been asked to put together my class that I normally do for essential oils for doTERRA, and what I'm going to do today is just cover the essential oils tear sheet that you get in your back office for doTERRA, so that if you want to run a class for some friends, then you can just click straight on this and we can go through the essential oils. So first of all, a little bit about doTERRA. doTERRA simply means gift of the earth, and the company name Do as gift of, and terra firma as a gift of the earth. What brought me to these oils originally was that our son had a few issues with sleep, and I was introduced to the vetiver oil, which is really good for helping him to settle down, relax and go to sleep of a night time. So that was the introduction to me with the oils, and then I started using them in my clinic as a massage therapist and discovered that we were having some really good results with them. So I started introducing people to ways that they can buy them for the same price I do. So first of all, the first oil I want to cover today is the peppermint oil, and if you have some peppermint oil there, just put a drop in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, rub it around the back of your neck so that you get the sensation of the peppermint or the menthol helping to relax the muscles in the neck. And then what I tend to do is put a fist together, cup it over and draw it in through my mouth right down into my lungs, so it opens up all the airways and you can actually feel it going up into your sinuses. The peppermint, one drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to about 20 to 25 cups of peppermint tea, so it actually gives you a very invigorating wake me up sensation. It also helps with opening up the airways so that you can breathe a lot better too. We've had some very good results with that, with people that do running and those sorts of things to open up the airways. And when we've got a lot of pollen that around, it can also assist with the breathing as well. The second oil that I want to cover today is lavender. Lavender is also very good for relaxation and for helping with the mind to relax, and to help with the nervous system to relax, and to help with sleep as well. But the big thing that I've had a result with, which has been fantastic with this, is with burns. And I was out fishing one day and the shorts rode up the legs above the knee, and the sun burnt the tops of my knees. So I got a little bit of lavender, rubbed it into that sunburn, and I found it didn't blister, and it really helped with that the burn on my legs. So it's amazing for that. It's also fantastic for people that get nosebleeds. If you get a nosebleed, you can rub it around the sinus area, and it can actually reduce the flow of the blood from the nosebleed and help with that. So there's some really good results that we can get with lavender. The next one, one of my favorite, because I love to put it into a glass of water. Well, that one hasn't been opened yet. I've just freshly opened that one. And if you put a couple of drops into a glass of water and drink it first thing in the morning, it's really good to get the fluid going through the system. Helps with petrochemicals in clearing that through the system, and mood elevation. I love it as a first thing of a morning to get a couple of drops of lemon, put in a glass of water, and to drink it, because it's being a citrus oil, it's great for that. Also, I find it's great for removing stickers off jam jars. When you get a brand new product and they've taped it all up, and then when you go to open it up, it's all stuck. All residue is stuck on there. Lemon oil or any of the citrus oils is great for removing those stickers. The next one I want to go to is Tea Tree. So the Tea Tree, it's an Australian product. Up above Newcastle there, they harvest this up around the Taree area, I believe. Now Tea Tree, you'll find that some places will put it as Melaleuca. So I've got a sticker on it saying Melaleuca and a sticker on it saying Tea Tree, just depending on where you're buying it from, whether it's America or from Australia, has the two different names on it. But Tea Tree has been an amazing product for me in the fact that after I have a shave, I can rub it onto my skin. I've had terrible issues all my life for the last 30 odd years with my skin, being an outside person. My previous industry I was always in dirt because it was mining and power stations and those sorts of things. Always had an issue with my skin around my neck. After using this, it's actually helped it dramatically with the acne and those sorts of things. Also, if you get an earache, put a drop in behind your ear. Never internally put the oils because it will burn, but you can rub it on the backs of your ears to help with earaches and those sorts of things. The other thing too that it may be able to assist with is that taking a drop or two internally for yeast infections and those sorts of things, it may be able to help with that because it works on the fungi and those sorts of things. So that's why it's great for your ears and great for your skin. So it can help with those sorts of things. So yeah, give it a try and see how that works. So the last one that's a single oil that I want to look at is oregano. Now this is an extremely hot oil. In saying it's a hot oil, what I want you to be aware of is putting it on the soft tissue of the skin, it can burn. So it needs to be diluted. Now in saying diluted is if you use the doTERRA coconut oil, what I tend to do is put about the size of a 10-cent piece of coconut oil in your hand, and 1 drop of the oregano is a good dilution for it. But be aware that on children it is a hot oil. Being a hot oil though comes to an advantage for us. If you've got a skin tag or a wart or something like that, you can put the residue of what's on a toothpick onto the toothpick and put that onto the wart or the skin tag, and it will slowly burn it away and kill it off. But being such a hot oil, rubbing it onto the bottom of your feet, it can be absorbed up into your immune system and help with bacteria and those sorts of things in your skin. But hey, who doesn't love a good spaghetti bolognese? Put 1 drop of this to about 500 grams of mince, mix it up, and you've got an awesome flavouring for your spaghetti bolognese. One of the ones I love to cook with. Also about 2 litres of soup at this time of the year in the winter time. It's great with 1 drop in 2 litres of a pumpkin soup or something like that. So the oils that we've covered so far have been single oils, and then the company, hang on, we have missed the most important one of all, frankincense. Frankincense is the king of oils. How can I miss out on that one? Frankincense basically is the go-to oil. Fantastic again as part of my aftershave over my skin every morning, putting that on the skin. When I do my lemon oil of a morning, I put a couple of drops of frankincense in with it too. Just Google frankincense, look at the amazing things that you can get, the benefits of frankincense. It's just yeah, just phenomenal. I believe that everybody should be having 3 to 5 drops of frankincense every day as part of their routine for what they use it for. Great for the skin, great for anything that's in the human body is basically all I can say. So now we're going to blended oils, and the first one I'm going to look at is our Easy Air. Easy Air can also be known as Breathe in different countries, but here in Australia we call it Easy Air. Now this is one that we don't take internally because of the eucalyptus and a few other ingredients that in it, but this has got this is peppermint, eucalyptus, and tea tree, lemon, and cardamom. There's quite a few different blends in there. But coming into wintertime, it's great to just put a couple of drops on your hand, rub it onto your chest. You'll see there's a diffuser going here in the background. It is cold. I put a couple of drops in there to help with breathing and to help with the coughs and things like that. So I'm actually in my massage clinic at the moment, and I run that with a couple of other oils that we're going to look at today here in the clinic to help with keeping sicknesses and people to be able to breathe well here in the clinic. But Easy Air, fantastic for your kids. Put it in the diffuser overnight, have it running. Hey, who doesn't like having their partner not snore so much? I've had some great results, I've been told by my wife, with that. We won't go into that too much though. On Guard is the next one I want to look at to help keep the bugs away. On Guard is another one that I diffuse consistently here in the clinic, summer, winter, to keep the bugs away. If we're coming into wintertime and don't we want to keep the bugs away in the wintertime, On Guard is also fantastic if you've got a toothache. Put a drop on your finger, rub it onto your toothache. It's a bit spicy to start with, but after a minute or two, that goes numb. I might look like a pretty strong hero, but when I've ever got to go to the dentist and get a needle, I rub it on pretty well and head into the dentist real quick and say, quick, get that needle in whilst my mouth's all numb. You'll find your mouth goes numb with it, but if you can handle something a little bit spicy, then definitely get the On Guard in, and it will help with keeping the bugs away. Before my kids go to bed, a couple of drops on the palm of my hand, rub it onto the bottom of their feet, let it absorb into their bloodstream through the feet so it's not so spicy for them, and we can certainly keep those bugs away with using the On Guard. It can help so much with that. It's not a cure. I'm definitely not saying it's going to cure you from anything, but it can definitely help with those sorts of things. Digestes is the next one we're going to look at. This is great for reflux, for stomach bugs, for digestive bugs in the stomach, for nerves. If you're struggling, you're coming up to an exam or something like that, rub a little bit around the tummy and help with settling the nerves. I travel a fair bit across to Tasmania. I've got 2 children living over there at the moment, and to jump on the boat and take the car across, I'm fine if it's under about 2 metre swell. I can cope with that. Once it gets above that, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm over the side of the boat trying to keep my stomach down. So what I've done is I've put 3 drops of this into a glass of water. As we get onto the boat, I drink that down, and things like ginger, fennel, all of those sorts of things, nice licorice taste to it, helps with settling the stomach and helps me to be able to make that journey across on the boat. So it can be helpful for those sorts of things as well. And the last one that I wanted to look at has to be one of my most popular ones here at the moment, because it's got wintergreen in it, and wintergreen is a favourite for doing massages. This is fantastic to help with when I do massages. Makes a terrible massage therapist into a really good one. Ice Blue's got a blend of wintergreen, it's got peppermint in it, it's got blue tansy in it. All of these fantastic oils to help, or helicrescent as well, to help with muscular pain. So if you get cramps in your legs, rub it straight in. Put a couple of drops in your hand, rub it straight into your cramp, and it will help with those cramps. If you've got arthritis in your fingers and those sorts of things, coming into the winter and your hands are cold and your hands are hurting, rub it in, and it may be able to help with a little bit of that pain and those sorts of things. As a massage therapist, in through the upper traps here, when you've got some pain, you can rub that in that area too. These are the sorts of things that we can do with these oils, and may be able to help with those pains and things like that. So what the company's done is they've put together different packages here. The one that we've looked at today is this one here. There's 10 straight oils in it, and they throw in one of these kits as well, diffusers as well, into that kit. That kit is worth around about $500 to go and buy. If you go across to our website and have a look, normally it costs $35 to set up an account, and then you purchase your oils on top of that. The company will waiver the $35 and post directly to your place that whole kit. It's about $330 for the kit, and around about $10 to $12 for your postage and handling for that kit to be sent to your place. In Australia, that's an Australian prices. A couple of dollars more in New Zealand, and you'll get that kit. So if you'd like to get that kit, or you'd like to know more, have a look at our page, Go For Real Health, on Facebook, or email. Our website is www.goforreal.com.au. And thank you for watching, and I hope this has been helpful.